Okay, hello. I am testing out YouTube's live feature. Okay, so I think I'm live, 7 seconds in. Okay, cool. So, what's up, everybody? My name is Brooke. I'm drinking lemon water this morning. And I've been thinking about experimenting with incorporating live streaming on my channel. And so I wanted to see. Hey, Luke. That's awesome. You are officially the first person to attend my live stream test. Thank you. All right. So I have gone live like a million times before on Facebook, but I am, Luke's like, yay. I am just like, I don't know how to use the software that is built inside of YouTube from my desktop, because normally when I go live, I do it on my phone and I'm like super comfortable with it. And I normally like walk and talk, but this is on my desktop. And what I really want to start doing on my channel is sharing my screen to like show how I do a lot of the work that I do on my computer. Yeah. So let me know if you would be interested in that. If not, I'm not going to waste my time. Daphne's here. Good morning. She's on the treadmill. Guess what? My trampoline came this weekend. Best Mother's Day gift ever that I bought for myself. And so it was so fun. Like with family and friends, we had like a setting up the trampoline party. The instructions said it was going to take 2 hours with 2 adults, and it took 4 adults about 8 hours over 2 days. Totally worth it though. Like I feel like I seriously bought like the best trampoline ever. Like I feel like it's like a Cirque du Soleil a trampoline. It's like super professional. So I was actually gonna go jump on it right now, but I'm like, let me test out the YouTube live streaming first before I go jump. That's gonna be my reward for testing out the equipment. So how do I share my screen? I don't know. Like, I don't know if I need to buy a certain like webcam software. Anybody know? So let me look around the buttons. It just expanded the menu. You guys can't see what I'm doing, right? I don't think so. Stream webcam. It says you don't have access to this feature of a webcam. Okay, probably because, yeah, I didn't buy one and set one up. Well, I have one, but I don't really like how it works. So I don't know. Okay, what's this? Manage. Can't click on that either. How can I share my screen? Okay, at the bottom, kind of like in Zoom. Oh, check this out. Okay, Luke's like, no, just play around and try and find it. Okay, thank you. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the moral support. Okay, let's see. So it says Google Chrome is requesting to bypass the system private window picker and directly access your screen and audio. All right, let's go for it. I don't have anything to hide. Chrome tab. Oh, window, entire screen. Entire screen. That's easier. Okay. Let's try it. Those like fun houses. You guys know what I'm talking about with all the mirrors? Are you guys seeing this, or is it just me? Type in the chat. Luke, Daphne, tell me, what do you see? Because I see like Funhouse mirrors right now. All right. Let's see. Can you guys see my, what if I click on a different window? Now I can't see myself. Can you guys see my ChatGPT screen? Cool. Daphne, what's cool? Hi, TL does. Hello, I'm proud of you. Thank you. Multiple screens, yes. That's better. I'm back to the Funhouse windows. Does everybody see that? I've been watching you Thank you. What should I call you? T? Like, is that your name, or do you go by TL, or what is your name? This is awesome. Yes. Cool. That was the Funhouse effect. We're still on Funhouse right now. Is everybody seeing Funhouse? Twan. Okay. Thank you for watching, Twan. I appreciate it. Thank you for telling me. Thank you for being on my first live stream. I am testing out the equipment. That's what I'm doing, like a dress rehearsal. That's what's happening here. Because I want to start live streaming. And I'm like, well, first I need to figure out how this works. Okay. Yes. Okay. So my next challenge is to figure out how I can. Oh, cool, Twan. Twan's in the beginning stages as well. Proud to see your progression. All right. Thank you. And have fun with your channel. That's the most important thing, just having fun, right? That's what I've come to realize after 2 years of consistently YouTubing is like, fun is my number one priority. Everything else is secondary. All right, so let's go back to my ChatGPT screen. Am I gonna have to do it like this? Here's my live stream. Okay, what if I do like a double window? What if we do it like this? And then you can see like ChatGPT on the other. Pop-out dashboard. What's this? Twan says, I'm heavy on Facebook. Over 200,000 followers. That's insane. That's amazing. And I'm trying to advance on YouTube. Yeah, same story with me. I do not have 200,000 followers on Facebook. I have like 1,500. But that's okay because I became an expert at monetizing a super small audience, which has like become my specialty. And so, yeah, after I did that successfully on Facebook, I was like, let me dive into YouTube. I know I can, it's just different. Yeah, it's totally different. I feel you. I totally feel you. YouTube is like a whole different playing field, right? Okay, so what if I go like this? You guys, if I could cover a window, maybe see if there's a YouTube video about how to do this. Luke, is that what you mean? We can grow and learn from each other. Yep. I know, Luke, that was a good idea. I thought about doing that this morning, but I was like, so my rule for myself is I create before I consume. So I don't allow myself to consume other content until I create my own. So I was like, instead of going down the rabbit hole of watching tutorials of how to live stream, I will learn faster if I just live stream. And see, like I'm learning like all these glitches. Okay, yeah, that's how I roll. That's just my personal preference. But yeah, this is pretty cool because I think like you guys can see my screen. Like, let's see here if you want to see like the inside of my YouTube studio. Okay, this is a video. I'll do a little plug here for my video that's dropping tomorrow. Okay, see, vidIQ gave me a score 100 out of 100, so I think that's the best I can do. Right? So I'm really excited about this video. I had so much fun making it. I think it's good, and yeah, I'm really excited for it to go out, and it will just be what it will be. I tried my best, and yeah, so I just focus on like, you know, those 1% improvements, getting better, doing something different every single time. So what I did differently with this YouTube video is I actually used ChatGPT for the first time to make a thumbnail. And I'm doing an A/B test, which I actually just made a post about to see you guys. Let's see, because I don't know if you saw my post already. Oh, there's Sis. Hey, Sis. Right here. Okay, YouTube Studio. Wait, why am I going to YouTube Studio? I just got lost. You're doing a wonderful job. Keep it up. Their thumbnails are great. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I wanted to show you my thumbnails. Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm going into Studio here to show you. Okay, go into my Content tab. Posts. I wanted to show you my post for my thumbnail test. All right, this one. All right, is that big enough for you guys to see? So I just made this post. I just made this image in Canva so that I could show you both thumbnails. So this is the one that I made with ChatGPT. And then this is the one I made myself, kind of using my style that I've been using for the past like 6 months, kind of basically where I just grab a screenshot of a moment in the video itself, and then I add text on top. So like that's just kind of been my go-to thumbnail method this season of my YouTube chapter of life. And yeah, but I really wanted to play around with the new ChatGPT images, and I made this, which I think is pretty cool. Like, what do you guys think? Which one do you like better? Top or bottom? Which one? Type it in the chat. I'm actually surprised that like there's people here watching the live stream. Thank you guys so much. I wasn't expecting anybody to like actually see this. So like live. So this is like super fun for me. So yeah, type it in the chat. Which one do you like better? Can you zoom in? Yeah. There. And I would love to know if you can tell what the video is about without knowing the title. The ChatGPT one. Okay, cool. Luke is voting for ChatGPT one. Anybody else? Daphne? Tuan? Tell me, what do you like better? Tuan, thank you. Yes, we got you. Thank you. I feel the love. Thank you. Which one, guys? Luke says this one. This is the one I'm secretly hoping everybody will vote for. Yes, don't wait around to film, just go for it. Yep. So yeah, would you like to see the rabbit hole of ChatGPT that I went down, like the rabbit hole I went down to make this? You want me to show you? Top one. Okay, Daphne says top one. Okay, thank you. Tuan, what do you think? Top one or bottom one? Yes, Luke. Okay, Luke, you want to see? Okay, Luke, have you experimented with ChatGPT images? Or has anybody else watching for that matter? Like, have you guys experimented? The ChatGPT one. Okay, cool. Awesome. ChatGPT bottom. Tuan, I don't know. Yes. Okay, cool. You have. Cool. I would love to see it. Have you like published any of them or just like played around? Okay, Tuan likes the bottom one. Okay, cool. I like this one too. So actually, this one, I actually enhanced it with what ChatGPT like made for me. So because I made one originally, but then I made it like way better using ChatGPT to make this image. I spent like 4 hours on this. Like I really like went down a total ChatGPT rabbit hole. So let me show you. All right. Let me scroll up. This was a super long track where I like, or a chat thread where I talked about like 500 different things. You guys ever do that? Like sometimes I'm like, oh my God, I really need to open a new chat because now like I don't even know what I'm doing here. Okay, let's see. So it started, look at this. I have to keep scrolling. Okay, it started here. This is where I started. Can you guys see it big enough? Because I don't know if I can even zoom in. Oh, I guess that's as big as I can zoom in. Okay. Make the text yellow. That's a good one. Okay, let me check out the chat here. I did the sizes wrong. I know. So yes, Luke, I get that. I had to keep it. Please make it 16:9. This is a YouTube thumbnail. Like it, and then it would like make it, and it still wasn't 16:9. It was like too. It wasn't wide enough. It was like this and like taller, but not wide. And I was like, come on. So I had to take it to Canva and like resize it. So this was a whole entire process. Like I said, I went down the rabbit hole. I was actually going to count like how many iterations of prompts I had to give ChatGPT to finally get what I wanted. But I didn't count because I'm like, that'll probably take me 20 minutes. So I went live instead. And what a good choice that was. Okay. Daphne says, I like the bottom one if you have a yellow plant. I've been trying to type this, but it's been hard while I'm on the treadmill. I can imagine. Thank you, Daphne. Thank you for the effort. A for effort. How'd you get the proportions right? Always make the text bright. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I have made yellow text before and combined it with white. And thank you guys for telling me that. Maybe I will experiment with bringing yellow back in. I was in a yellow phase where I did do that for a while. And then I steered away from it because I just like love white and I like a minimal look, but I understand that it's not about me. It's about the viewer and it's about, so yeah. Okay. So this is the first one I made. Okay. And this, I actually modeled off of my second best performing video on my channel. I modeled the like same type of thumbnail that I made. So I was trying to replicate my own success here with this. Okay. Oh, we have a new person. Brotherhood of Iron Academy. Yes, I've seen your name in the comments. I feel like I absolutely love how original your content is. Thanks for being so transparent. You're very welcome. I really enjoy that. It's super fun for me. I just like to like tell it like it is. So thank you for being here. I would love to know your name, Brotherhood of Iron Academy, if you want to tell me what I can call you. Okay. I hope we all see each other as soon as we're all learning. Yeah, super fun. Okay. So what I did was like I said, I modeled a successful thumbnail that I already have on my channel. I'll show you what that is. Let's see if I can go back. Just pull up a new screen, probably be faster. All right, so like I said, I modeled it after the second best performing video on my channel, which I just did the views filter here. So you can see my best video so far is how YouTube changed my life. Hey, and speaking of yellow text, I do have yellow text on this video. So there's something to that. And I used white and yellow, one for me, one for you guys, I guess. All right, so then, hi, I don't know how to pronounce your name. But hi, thank you for being here. This is my first live. Since you just got here, I am experimenting using YouTube's built-in live streaming feature because I've never used it before on my desktop computer. And so I'm experimenting here. That's what's happening. So welcome. Oh, and it's Bomesa. That's how you pronounce it. That's cool. Is that Spanish? All right. So I modeled the thumbnail of this one. See how it's make it simple, because this is Ultimate Beginner's Guide to Creating Facebook Reels. Okay. And so I wanted to model this with the text, make it simple with the phone and have like, like I'm recording myself so that people could recognize like, for the subscribers on my channel, like, oh, that's Brooke, she made a video, but also to anybody new who doesn't know me, they could still understand the concept of like, this is somebody making a video like selfie style, you know? So then I made that thumbnail in Canva, this one. And because this video is about how to make your first YouTube video, okay, I wanted to show that you can use just your phone filming horizontally. And so that was the inspiration for this. This is the original. So then I went down here and I clicked on create image because this is a new ChatGPT feature. Can I call you Steph for short? Steph is still stuck at work, but well, that's cool. I'm glad you're hanging out with us here while you're at work, make it more fun, right? So I said, create image, help me make my YouTube thumbnail better. All right, this is what it came up with. Then I had to laugh because like, look at how it distorted my face. It like gave me a ginormous forehead. It made my teeth look like totally not the shape that they are. And the text is cut off. So then I said, the text is cut off, please fix and use my real image of me while making the background blurry. Because I wanted like, this background looks kind of crappy. So that's why I wanted that to be like blurred. That's what I was trying to go for. Then it came up with this. Then it made me look even weirder. And I was like, oh my God. And the text is like completely cut off. And it's a square. It's a square image. Luke, are you still here? Luke's laughing. Yeah. So this is like, I was like, this is crazy. So then I said, that looks nothing like me. Please be sure that the image is 16:9 ratio and that you use my real photo of me. I also want the background of my photo inside the phone to be blurry, but the background of the entire thumbnail can be updated to whatever you think would look best to create a highly clickable thumbnail. So then this is what it made. My face gets even weirder. And did this like bright orange yellow color. And I'm like, this is like totally not my brand aesthetic at all. But it reminded me of like when I first started, because when I first started a couple of years ago, I did go through an era where I was doing like this color a lot in the background. So that took me back 2 years and I was like, okay, that's fun. But like my face looks absolutely not like this doesn't look like me. Like this is so weird. So then I said, when I was watching Nikki Saunders, which by the way, I don't know if I spelled Nikki wrong, but do you guys know Nikki Saunders? Because I just came across her this past weekend and I love her. Love her. The way that she talks about content creation and like being an introvert, I'm like, I could not be, I'm so aligned with her. I was just like, this girl is like my, like, I love this girl. I want to meet her in real life. So, anyways, I learned from Nikki, she did like a walkthrough of showing how she got a ChatGPT image. So that's why I was like, when I was watching Nikki Saunders show how she uses ChatGPT to create thumbnails, they came out with images looking exactly like her, like a real photo. The text was spelled correctly. No, Luke says, how do you spell her name? Let me look her up. I'll show you her channel because I binged watched her. There's Rosalie. Rosalie is one of my subscribers and a new friend. She's awesome. And this is her second video that she posted. So Rosalie, very, very proud of you. Okay. Nikki Saunders. Oh, it is a double K, I guess. Yeah, this is her. Right here. Let's go check out her channel. She's so awesome. So what I really like about her is she's super into AI, and so am I. And I just watched her video. Well, like I said, I binge watched her. I just watched this one though, the AI pendant. And I bought it right away because I was like, this is the thing I didn't know that I needed in my life, and this is going to be a total game changer. It's arriving on Thursday, and I cannot wait to start like wearing this thing and using it, because like my brain just like exploded in a million different directions with how I'm going to use this thing. And I cannot wait. Like this is going to take my content creation enjoyment of the process and journey to like a whole new level. I'm just like super excited. So, all right, you're welcome, Luke. Okay, so this is the inspiration. Nikki was the one who inspired me to check out ChatGPT for the thumbnail. So then, long story short, like I just basically asked it, like, am I doing something wrong? Because I'm not getting the result I'm trying to get. Then it said, you're not doing anything wrong. What you're experiencing is totally valid. It comes down to a few key limitations of how ChatGPT's image tools work right now, even the newest ones. Let me break this down clearly. Okay. Why your results look off. The image tool in ChatGPT doesn't generate real photos of you yet. I like how it says yet. It's like, okay, that's cool. Even upload your photo, the generated thumbnail will be an AI generated approximation. Okay, so that's good to know. So if you try this and it gives you a jacked up looking image of you, like this is supposed to be me apparently, now you know why. It, as of right now, what's today, May 12th, 2025, it does not have the capability to real photos of you. Okay, text in images is still unreliable. And then it says what Nikki Saunders showed was likely created using external tools. She probably used Midjourney, Leonardo AI, or a professional design tool like Canva, not just ChatGPT alone. So that's when I was like, okay, got it. I'll use a combination of ChatGPT with Canva, which is what I ended up doing. Okay, and then it also said, there's no update you're missing, because I also asked it like, I didn't know if I had to like update my ChatGPT desktop, you know, I don't know, whatever. I don't even know if it's an app. I think it's just a website, right? I mean, I pay for the $20 subscription, by the way, but it did with me, asked me to upload a selfie, and it was great. Oh, cool. That's good to know, Luke. So it said, if you're using ChatGPT Plus and you see the image tools like the one we're using here, you're already using the most advanced version available to the public. So that's what I'm using. And it says there's nothing to install or update on your desktop. It's all server side, handled by OpenAI. So that was very helpful for me to know. I was like, okay, cool. I don't have to like worry about updating my desktop, you know, ChatGPT thing. How to get what you want instead. If your goal is to use your real face, have a crisp, accurate title, like make it simple, and create clickable branded thumbnails, here's what to do. Option 1, use Canva plus ChatGPT for the best of both worlds. Or option 2, use ChatGPT to create the layout concepts only. So I was like, okay. So this was just kind of like, as I was going through this was just giving me ideas of how to use this. So then blah, I talked to it again. All right, then I tried this one because I had also made, this was a screenshot that is in my actual video. So like this was the text on screen that I edited within my video. This is not a screenshot of that, because I wanted like using just your editing required was like, those are like two main points that I really want the potential viewer of the video to understand, that I'm going to show them how to create their very, very first YouTube video using just their phone and no editing required and no overthinking. That's like a third point that I want to be very clear. But hi, Irving. It's pretty cool. Thanks for being here. All right. So then look at this, you guys. I said, let's try it. I've attached a screenshot, and then look at how it made my face. I'm like, oh my God, it just added like, I don't know. I look extremely weird right here. Like, this is how I really look, and this is what it turned me into. And I was like, nope. Okay. Then I was getting, I was getting kind of resistant. I was like, I don't want to go over to ChatGPT. I just want you to make the whole thing. Like, and then look at this, that it was like, oh, you're going to be resistant to the advice I'm giving you? Let me make you look even uglier. I said, this is really horrible. It's still not getting what I want. Do I need to upload like different pictures? Just a picture of me? Then I don't know. I'm getting frustrated because when Nikki did this with ChatGPT, it pulled a real picture of her. It didn't turn into this like bizarre looking person. So I was like getting frustrated, but also like laughing at the same time. It was like, I don't know. I was having fun with this. Okay, so then I said, use this photo of me. Add the text like we talked about and add an iPhone mock-up with the recording like you did earlier where it makes sense. So then it did this. Still doesn't look like me, better than the last one. And it did listen to my prompt, like using just your phone, no editing required, but the spacing on the letters is weird. And again, I'm like, I cannot use an image where I like, this is not me. Like, I'm not going to use that. That's horrible. Then I asked it to just please create an iPhone mock-up of a recording like you did earlier, except in horizontal. I wanted to have this because I thought this image that it made was cool. Because I was thinking, okay, at this point, I'm like, I'm definitely gonna have to go over to Canva and like piece together whatever. So I thought I would ask it to just make me this iPhone mock-up in case I wanted to add this as an element in Canva. So I had it make that. So then I went over to Canva and I said, this is the final version I made on Canva. Thanks for your help. Okay. Then, so that was back when I asked you guys, like, which one do you like better, the top or the bottom one? This is what I ended up making after just going down the rabbit hole with ChatGPT, basically. So then, can you make a really cool flat lay thumbnail without me or any people? Use the same color scheme, brand vibe of my channel, which is perfectly represented in the thumbnail I just shared. This one above. Like kind of like minimal colors, that kind of thing. So then it made this. And I said, that's cool. I just don't like the microphone because they don't need any other equipment besides their phone. Okay. Then it made this one, just your phone, no editing. And I was like, that's kind of cool, but like this like clipboard with a piece of paper is like, what is that about? That doesn't make any sense. Then I went to Ali Abdal's channel and I grabbed a couple screenshots of some of my favorite flat lay thumbnails that he has. And I said, use these as inspo. So I uploaded these different thumbnails and then it made this, which I thought was pretty cool. Just your phone, no editing. So yeah, long story short, it made look at like all these different ones. Then I took it over to Canva. So here's the file that I use in Canva, like for all of my thumbnails. Here it is. Okay, so I was like in this section then working on, basically what I did is I took a screenshot of the ones that I liked because they weren't the right size. And when I tried to download it, I was having issues uploading it to Canva. So I took a screenshot of these images, threw them into, thank you for the heart, whoever just did that, and smiley face. And a confetti and another heart. Thank you. I feel the love. Thank you. Heart, 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 heart. Thank you guys. So yeah, then you can see like in my uploads, these are all the different screenshots that I took from ChatGPT and then put them over onto a sheet to start playing around with them. Okay. And so again, here was the original inspiration. This one from the second best performing video on my channel. to me making this one, to me making this one, and then finally this one, which is the flat lay, which I really like. I really like thumbnails like that. And I don't think I've ever made a flat lay thumbnail on my channel. And so, yeah, I really wanted to experiment with this. And after all of that trial and error, and frustration and laughing at myself. Hey, Michelle. Hi. How exciting that you're here. Michelle, I'm experimenting with live streaming on YouTube. Irving says, wait, this is your first live? Yes. This is my first live on YouTube because I want to start adding live streaming into my channel. And yeah, so I was doing like a dress rehearsal here to see how it works. So yes, this is my first live stream on YouTube from my desktop. I do have one other live stream that I did from my phone. I think I uploaded, I think that was like a short live stream, or I don't really know how that works. I filmed it like vertically, and that was a couple years ago. Yes, Michelle, I'm doing great. I got a trampoline this weekend and I'm just like loving my life. So I'm doing awesome. I hope you are too. You guys, Michelle travels lots. You'll see her in the chat. And I know she's thinking about changing her channel name. So just in case she changes her name, just a heads up about that. But right now it's Michelle Travels Lots. She's super cool. Really a really cool person. Really cool YouTube channel. She actually has 2 YouTube channels, but I discovered her on Michelle Travels Lots. Let's find her. Let's give you a shout out, Michelle. All right, so here's Michelle. Oh, she just said the other one got monetized yesterday. That's awesome. Congrats. Woohoo. I'm happy I could be here and show your channel and celebrate that all at the same time. In 10 weeks, I couldn't believe it. That's amazing. And that's awesome. That's crazy. Really good. Yeah, check this out. So she's super cool. So she retired early. You have that in common with Daphne. Daphne, I don't know if you're still here. Daphne has been watching from her treadmill, but Michelle, Daphne, who is also in the chat, she retired early as well. You both have that in common, and I know both of you. And I like that about both of you, and you remind me of each other. So let me introduce you in case you guys want to make friends. All right. Michelle says it's Smith Rock Park. Yes, your other channel. Yeah. So what was I showing you? I don't even remember what we were talking about now, because now I'm just focused on Michelle. Yeah, here's Daphne right up here. So Canva. Oh yeah, I was in Canva. Oh yeah, so basically, well, I think that was the end of my story about how I used ChatGPT for the first time to help me make a YouTube thumbnail, and this is what it came up with. So this is for my video going out tomorrow, guys. Okay. So yeah, what else can I show you? Close out some windows here. Let's see. Daphne says, hey, Michelle, I'll check out your channel. Yeah, you guys like make friends, guys, because I see you getting along. Do you guys tell me in the chat, like, do you ever have that where you like know that, you know different people who don't know each other, but you see how they could be friends? Tell me in the chat. Oh, have you guys been able to see me in the corner of your screen this whole time, by the way? Because I haven't seen myself, so I don't know, like, if you're able to, have you been like able to see me, or have you just been seeing my screen? Tell me in the chat if you can, because I'm curious how that works. I can't now. Okay, so let's go back. Now, oh, here we go. Here we go with the Funhouse. Woo! Ah! the Funhouse mirrors effect. Yes, but when chat comes up, I can't. Okay, so basically when I was sharing my screen before, you guys couldn't see me. Okay, stop sharing, little button down here. Okay. Daphne says, yes, absolutely, you're a connector, and I do the same thing more than before. Yeah, that's the word for it, a connector. Yeah, I see that. I see that all the time, and then I'm like, sometimes I'm like, okay, should I go out of my way to like try to connect these people and like so that they can just become friends and love their lives together as friends, or should I just like let the universe take care of it? Or is the universe working through me because I see the connection? Do you know what I mean? Sometimes I overthink it. That's a good word, connector. I love that. Yes. So speaking of that, the reason why I think I really like connecting people like that is because my ABF, which is an abbreviation my friend and I made up. ABF stands for adult best friend. She's my best friend that I made as an adult. Like how long ago? 12 or 13, no, maybe like 14 years ago by now, 15, something like that. We met because we both used to be store managers for Bath and Body Works in Minnesota, in Minneapolis. And our district manager, who was our boss, I was new to the district. I had moved from Wisconsin because I got promoted to actually manage the Bath and Body Works at Mall of America. And my new district manager, her name was Carrie. Right away when I moved there, she was like, you have to meet Micah, because she's like, she's a store manager in our district. And she's like, you guys are going to click so well. I just know it. Okay, cool. Daphne, you see me. Do you guys like it? Do you just see me now? I think it's just me on the screen, right? So anyways, Carrie, she's a total connector. And follow your instincts. Yes, exactly. And thank you, Michelle, for letting me know. Thank you, Luke. Luke, you're still here. Wow, you guys, thank you for hanging on. You've been hanging out with me for 43 minutes. That's amazing. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. So yeah, Carrie connected me and Micah, and we are still adult best friends to this day. And I really appreciate that she connected us. So it was kind of cool because she put us on a project together, doing like, we were like leaders of some sort of initiative within the district, and she put the two of us in charge of it. And so, because I had moved to Minneapolis, which is like 6 hours away from where I'm from. And so I was like, and I broke up with my boyfriend that I had been living with. Okay. I was like, he was my boyfriend for 3 years. We lived together. I thought I was going to marry this guy. And then I was like, no, I don't think that's going to work out. So then I broke up with him, moved to Minneapolis to accept a promotion. And I was like living in this super cool apartment on my own with my new like high paying job. It was a big promotion to go work at Mall of America. Like that's one of that store, like Bath and Body Works has so many stores, but that store is one of the stores in the whole entire company that has like you're under a magnifying glass, because like all of the people. Bye, Irving. Thank you so much. Have a good rest of your day. Yeah, that store is just under the microscope. And so like, all the people from headquarters they were in my store like all the time. And so it was a big deal. Okay. And so when Carrie told Micah and I to work on this project together, it was cool, because I was like, all right, cool. I'm going to get to meet, one of my peers. I'm going to get to just like get to know people in Minneapolis, my new city, And so we went to lunch, and she called, and because like I was working in the store at the time before we were going to meet for lunch. We were going to have lunch at Crave, which is a really, really good restaurant at Mall of America. Like type it in the chat if you've ever been to a Crave in Minneapolis. They have there's a Mall of America location, and then they have another location downtown Minneapolis. They have one in downtown, and do they have one in uptown? Yeah, and one in uptown too. So anyways, Crave is so good. If it still exists, I hope it does. It was amazing. Anyways, so we were going to go to Crave for lunch and have like our first, meet each other business meeting and stuff. And she called my store and she's like, I'm going to be a couple minutes late because I have to go potty. And like, that is instantly, like when she just called and told me that, instantly I was like, I'm going to be friends with this girl. I'm like, I love that, like in a professional setting where we're like meeting for a business lunch and it's our first time meeting each other and we're going to be leaders together on this like business initiative, that she called and said, I'm going to be a few minutes late because I have to go potty. Like, I was just instantly like, that girl's going to be my friend. And sure enough, she is. She still is. So Micah, if you're watching this by chance, love you. So yeah. All right, you guys. Well, I think I'm going to wrap it up unless I know like Daphne's on the treadmill, kind of hard to type. If anybody has any questions for me, you can type it in the chat now. And if not, then we'll just say like, peace out. See you later. I'll give you like a few minutes. Or maybe not a few minutes, like, I don't know. Type it in the chat if you've got a question. If not, we can all just say goodbye and then we'll hang out again next time. Or tell me, have a great, you too, Michelle, or tell me in the chat, like, what kind of video would you like to see next? Or what would you like to, what do you want me to live stream about? Because I have like 500 ideas, but I'd like to hear from you what you would like to see. All right. Let's see. Does Luke have a channel? Yes. Let's show Luke's channel. Share. Okay. Funhouse mirrors. Yeah, I got to find a solution here for this. Okay. Luke. All right, here's Luke Gordon, everybody. Confidence, clarity, comeback. Love it. He's got 103 subscribers already and 28 videos. Luke, that's great. You've got momentum going. Okay, so here's Luke's channel, everybody. Start your day with gratitude. I love that. I do that. Did you guys ever read the book? What's it called? The Magic? Hold on, let me get it. All right. Oh, Michelle says, I really like the look of his channel. Yeah, it looks nice. I like the bold. It's very bold. It's like confidence, clarity, comeback. Boom. Luke's like, let me give you a mic drop, people. All right. Is this okay? I want to be sure I didn't like click off of the live stream on accident. Okay, so this book, have you guys read this? The Magic. I bet Daphne's read this. Daphne, if you haven't, I know for sure that you're going to like this book. Well, anyways, this is all about, have you seen the documentary, The Secret, or like the movie? To me, it feels more like a documentary. Anyways, this is like from the creator of that, although Esther and Jerry Hicks actually were creators of this too. I think I saw Esther talk about it on Oprah. Don't quote me on this, but like they were behind the scenes of the creation of that movie, and then something happened, and then like they didn't really get credit for it for some reason. I don't know. Don't quote me on that, but whatever. I'm totally obsessed with manifestation, law of attraction. The Secret is a great place to start. Like if you have not seen that movie, watch it. Okay. And then there's this book, which I read recently and I love it. And so it gives you like different activities or like, yeah, basically like activities or practices that you can incorporate and you stack them on top of each other. And one of them, let me show you. Let's see here. So it's like day 1. Okay, so it's laid out like this. Day 1, count your blessings. Day 2, the magic rock. Day 3, magical relationships. Day 4, magical health. Day 5, magic money. So there's like all these different activities that you do, and you stack them on top of each other. And one of them is when you step out of bed in the morning, your first 2 steps, like landing on the floor, are thank you. And then she said, like, even as she walks around her house, she's like, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I've been doing that. I mean, when I say I read this book recently, I mean, recently to me is like 6 months ago, because 6 months like flies by, like it feels like 3 seconds. So I've been doing that, and I don't do it every single day, but I did it this morning. I thank you'd my way out of bed to the kitchen to go get my coffee, and it was so fun. It just like, it makes me smile, and it does really start your day off with gratitude and with like humor. And like, I mean, laughter is the best medicine, right? Like there's nothing better than laughing and just like, taking life like not seriously, like, so, like, you know, when I'm doing that, like when I'm in my high vibe and I am actually living that and like, staying in alignment, I'm like, man, why do I let myself fall off of this great vibe sometimes? But then I'm like, because you're a human being and that's the human experience. And stop beating yourself up about it. You're a human, get over it. So Michelle says, haha, you should make a video of you saying thank you and living life by that book. I've thought about it. So yeah, I'm glad it came up in this thing. I was thinking about doing like a walk and talk video outside. And actually this was, tell me if you would click on this video if you saw a title like this. I was thinking of titling it something like, the top 10 or however many like weird things I do that attract more abundance into my life. And then, or I was thinking about, instead of using the word weird, I would be like, top 10 goofy things I do that attract abundance. Or I don't know, like I was just kind of thinking of different titles like that, because I do have like a ton. I have way more than 10. I could probably say like top 100. I have a ton of different things I do consistently. And it's not like I do all of them every single day, but I do a lot of them throughout every single day. And I like mix it up, just kind of like depending on my mood or whatever I feel like, so yeah, that's one of the things I do. I thank you my way around the house. And I mean, you can affirmations for sure. Yep. You can do it. Doesn't have to just be like when you wake up in the morning. It can be anytime. So like sometimes I do that randomly. Like I could be at a grocery store or something and I'm like pushing my cart and in my head I'm like, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for this beautiful grocery store. I'm so happy that I have all of this available to me. How amazing is this? So that's super fun. And yeah, any other questions? What are you guys going to be doing today? What's on your agenda? Daphne says that step 1 moment when you're feeling down, it helps you figure out what you really want. Yes, that's true. I always think of like, Abraham always says you need the contrast to know what you don't want so that you can launch a rocket of desire. So I'm just like, okay, the contrast is happening for me for a reason. I get it. Got it. Thank you. And then sometimes I just take a nap, because if I'm really in a mood and I just can't get myself out of it, if like Marley is entertaining herself or at school or something where I can, then I say, I'm going to take an effortless nap. Oh, that's the other thing too. And I got that from the book, Effortless, I think, which is another great book. I don't want to find it right now, but, yeah, there's something about hearing that term for me, like instead of just saying to yourself, I'm going to take a nap. You guys, I just saw on the live timer, it was 55 minutes and 55 seconds. 55. That's really cool. I'm super into like numbers too, by the way. Anybody else? I have a angels numbers book, and I like look up numbers that I see all the time. That's in another room. I'm not going to go get it right now. I forgot what I was talking about. I don't know. I forgot. Anybody want to remind me? I got totally distracted by the time thing, which is good to know for next time I live stream, by the way. Oh, I remember. I was talking about naps. So I just love the term effortless nap because it helps me let go of the guilt. Hey, Rosalie, that's awesome. Happy Mother's Day to you too. Rosalie, I've been live streaming for almost an hour now, and I gave a shout out to you. I saw that you uploaded your second video. So go back and watch this live stream after it's done because I gave you a shout out. You guys, Rosalie just started her channel, so super excited for her. And Michelle says, oh, Rob the Maritimer's here. That's awesome. Hey, Rob. So guess what, Rob? You were my sign from the universe last week because I don't know if you saw in the chat when you were live streaming, literally that day. Thank you, Rob. Literally that day in the morning, I was thinking to myself, I really want to start live streaming on my channel. And then Michelle says, Rob, I'm your stalker. It's hilarious. So I had that thought in the morning. I even like journaled about it. And then I spent that day finishing up my video that's going out tomorrow, by the way. Soft plug. Watch my video tomorrow, guys, if you're interested. It's about how to make your very first YouTube video. So probably not for any of you here because I know all of you in the live stream have made videos already. But if you know somebody who's procrastinating and overthinking, that's who I made it for. So I finished making my video. Rosalie says, Rob is awesome. You guys are so inspiring. Thank you. Rob is awesome. I told him that. I said he can go by his first name now, just like Madonna. We all know who Rob is. So, yep, Luke says, love your channel, Rob. So I finished it and I was like, gonna move on to my next video, like just starting to prepare, like my title, thumbnail, blah, blah. And what I'm practicing right now in my calm era, I'm in an era of making sure that I take care of myself because I need that. I have been, I'm coming up in June will be my 4-year anniversary of being a single mom since my daughter was 1. Single mom with sole custody, by the way. So like 24/7, doing everything 100% myself. And I felt like I was kind of in, well, not kind of, I definitely was in fight or flight mode to like rebuild my life and start over and juggle, raising my daughter all by myself and doing everything and starting a new business and starting my YouTube channel and like doing all this stuff. I've been in this like constant like fight or flight, overachieving, can never take a break mode. And it really kind of came crashing down on me. And I had a total mental breakdown. Like, when was that? I don't know, a month or 2 ago, something like that. I made a video about it. It's on my channel. You can go watch it. And yeah, so I'm just like, okay, I need to like really do some somatic healing. I need to heal. I have a lot of trauma still stored in my body. I've got some PTSD that gets like activated, and I'm in a season where I really need to take care of my nervous system, take care of my stress level, and really take time for myself. And so I'm practicing that even in little ways. Going back, I have a point, okay? So like I said before, in the morning, I had that thought to myself, I want to start live streaming on my channel. Then I spent like the next, 4 to 5 hours finishing my YouTube video for this week. And then instead of immediately going into the next thing, I thought, you know what? I don't need to keep going. I already did my number one important thing for the day. I can take a break. I can take a break. I don't have to keep producing, And so I just like, I don't even know what I clicked on, but because I was in YouTube Studio and stuff, and then I think I clicked out of YouTube Studio, and then I was just on YouTube, Rob was live streaming. And I was like, oh my God, like I was literally just thinking this morning that I should start live streaming. And now I just gave myself permission to take a break. And now I'm seeing Rob live stream. That's my sign. And then I thought, I'm going to chill out and watch Rob, like I can relax. Because like I said before, at the very beginning of this live stream, was that one of my rules for myself is that I always create before I consume. So I was like, I can sit and relax and watch Rob talk for a while because I already created my video for next week, And so I took that break. There were super cool people in the chat. So I was having a blast, like just chit-chatting with people in the chat. I was having fun engaging with Rob because Rob, if you're still here, I don't know if he still is, but maybe you could put it in the chat what your webcam thing is that you use. I think you said it's like eCam or something. I don't know. Like Rob has some cool, like a webcam streaming thing that he can like pull up people's chats and like make it look cool, like cool text on the screen. And I would really love to be able to do that. But he has cat cam. Okay. I don't know what that is. Haven't heard. Okay. So yeah, I'm just curious. Because I would love to be able to like pull. Okay. Rob is still here. Thank you, Rob. I use eCam Live to stream. It lets me display chat messages on screen. You can also do it with StreamYard. Okay. Oh, Michelle says his cat is always there. I get it. I thought cat cam was like a webcam. That's hysterical. Oh my God, that's really funny. Okay, so eCam Live to stream. Yeah, so I figured today, Rob, what I'm doing is I'm practicing going live just like with what YouTube provides because I wanted to see like what their built-in streaming thing was like. Got really lost at the beginning, but I was like figuring it out. eCam Live is only available for Mac. Okay, I have a Mac. StreamYard is available for both Mac and PC since it's browser based. Okay. eCam Live is only available for Mac. Cool. All right, I'm going to check into that. So yeah, but first, maybe that'll be like a prize, a little gift I get myself or something if I like do 10 live streams just using what I already have. I don't know. I like to give myself like games like that. So for example, I told myself today, let me experiment with going live on YouTube's built-in tool before I go jump on my new trampoline. Jumping's going to be my prize that I give myself. So yeah. Okay, cool. This was fun. It seems like this is pretty basic. So if anybody's watching this and you're like thinking that you might want to start live streaming on YouTube, yeah, basically you can like share your screen. And that's all I really know how to do so far. It doesn't seem like there's any other like cool features. Like you're just basically live and you can share your screen kind of like you do on Zoom. But yeah, that's all I know. So all right, you guys, well, I think I'm going to wrap it up. It's been a full hour. This was super, super fun. Thank you for attending. If you are catching the recording of this, I would love to know, like, write it in the comments. What video would you like to see next? You can write that on any of my videos if you've watched any of them. Like, what do you want to see next? Just tell me, because I think any YouTuber can relate. Like you always have a million ideas in your head and written down everywhere. Like, I don't know about you guys, but like I have ideas in my notes app. I have notebooks. I have just like paper like this. Actually, this is a YouTube idea. I wrote it down this morning and I actually ended up talking about it on this live stream. I tried ChatGPT making a YouTube thumbnail. Here's what happened. So this was a title that I had an idea this morning, and I actually ended up kind of making that video in this live stream. So what I might do is just clip that part out and then make that as a standalone video. There. Productivity, right? I want how to deal with negative comments and not cry. Thank you, Michelle. I'm going to take a screenshot of this comment right now. See, that's another way I capture video ideas. Screenshots. And then my desktop gets like totally cluttered with like all these screenshots of stuff I have. And then I have to go back and like throw them in my notes or whatever, or write it in my journal. But I love that. How to deal with negative comments and not cry. Well, I can talk about it right now. I just decided ahead of time, like I've been creating content publicly online. Like I've been building my personal brand online for the past 3 years. And so before I really like dove into doing that, I was just like, okay, I'm just going to decide ahead of time that I don't care. Like it's as simple as that. And I'd really have to think about like what to say. Michelle, do you have any other questions or like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of how I could even answer that better. It's like, it just started with a decision for me of, I don't care. I'm doing this because I have a vision of what I'm going to build and nobody's going to stop me. And they can make fun of me all they want. And I literally don't care. I think part of it is from reading the book, The 4 Agreements. Like, I seriously feel like every human being on planet Earth should read that book. I think if every single human read it, I'm pretty sure we'd solve all of our world problems. Like, it's like a manual of like how to be a human. So anyways, that book really taught me how to not take things personally. And I actually even read that book after I started my content creation journey, but it helped anchor it in even more of like me really being able to like literally not care. Like I just don't care. I just don't take things personally. Like anything that anybody says about you has nothing to do with you and everything to do about them. It just speaks volumes of their character. It has nothing to do with yours. Michelle says, I think that's all. I just think because my best friend died. Oh God, I'm so sorry to hear that. The comments have been 99% nice on the one channel, but the 1% you think, wow, why you got to be so mean? Yeah, I totally get that. First of all, I'm so sorry to hear about your best friend. That's devastating. That sucks. That sucks. That blows. I don't even know. God, let yourself cry. Let yourself grieve. My grandma died last year, and that was like the first time I lost a best friend. And I just rode the roller coaster of grief and all the emotions that come with it. And that there were some moments that were so incredibly hard. And I was just like, it is what it is. Like the way that I experience emotions is, and actually funny that this came up because I just posted a short about this the other day. I see emotions as their own entity, and like they're just something that as human beings we all experience, but there are things that come to us and we experience them and they move through us. And so I'm able to separate myself, like take a step back and just be the observer and kind of, like step outside my body almost and just see myself like, oh, here's this Brooke Sears character in her human body having this extreme emotion of sadness, and grief from losing somebody. And then I just let the emotions hang out in my body until I cry it out and they're ready to leave. And then that helps me let them come and go, instead of, I don't know, trying to tell myself I shouldn't feel this way, or, whatever. Like it helps me handle emotions. It doesn't mean that they suck any less. Like they still suck, but it doesn't hurt as bad, I guess, is like the way I could describe that. So yeah, when you get a mean comment like that, like I would say I've had, out of all of the videos I've posted across Facebook and YouTube over the past 3 years, 99.99% have been super, super nice and encouraging and supportive and loving. And the 0.01, whatever it is, percent that have been mean, I will say, like, there is, even though I'm really good at not taking things personally, there still is a moment where there is like a sting. It stings your heart, kind of like a knife to the heart. It's like, oh, like I felt that. Ouch. But I'm very quickly able to just be like, I don't take things personally, and this isn't about me. This is about that person. And then I put on my like compassion hat, and I'm like, whatever, that person clearly is having a hard time, because if they felt the need to be a keyboard warrior and, throw poison at me with their words, that's how they feel about themselves, or they're experiencing something like that. And then I actually feel compassionate for that person, because I'm like, that person's probably having a really hard time right now. And so again, like, I just take it outside of myself. It's not about me. And I do the same thing, even with like positive comments, like as much, like, it feels good to get positive comments and encouragement and all of that stuff. At the same time, I also know that, like, I don't take those personally, in the way that I don't seek validation or self-worth from comments. I find that in myself. So I'm just completely like detached from what other people say about me. Because what I've really learned, and I've really learned this through my healing journey after leaving an abusive marriage, is that the number one relationship that matters is the relationship I have with myself. Everything starts with self-worth. And the only person's validation that I need is my own. If I feel good about myself and if I'm proud of myself, that's all that matters, because I'm the one experiencing my life. Like, nobody else is living my life for me, so that's how I look at it. Michelle says, yeah, I like to be fun and happy most of the time, but yeah, sometimes you can't help it. I think things happen for a reason. We're meant to learn from everything, so it's all good, I guess. Yeah, that's such great advice. Thank you, Michelle. I appreciate that. I'm glad that you think it's great advice. Good. Yeah, it's been what helps me, and yeah, I think I agree. This has been like what you just said. I like to be fun and happy most of the time, but yeah, sometimes you can't help it. That's been something that's been kind of like top of mind lately, because just kind of in my healing, self-worth journey, personal development thing, is that just realizing that it's all of it. I spoke about this in one of my vlogs, I think, where it's like, there's two truths can exist at the same time. And actually a book, which book did I just read? Let me grab it. This one. Okay. Playing the Quantum Field. Has anybody read this? This book is amazing. Love, love, love it. Okay. So in this book, it kind of took that quote that I just learned about, like, two truths can exist at the same time. And it talked about the concept of more than just two, actual multiple realities can exist at the same time. And it's like, that's totally true. And that has really helped me not judge myself for when I'm not thinking positively or not being happy in the moment or like whatever. Having a positive attitude. Like sometimes my attitude sucks. Sometimes I have really self-sabotaging thoughts, and like that is like the human experience. Like our minds are crazy, you guys. Am I freezing? Oh, you still see me? I'm still streaming. Okay, it looked like my camera got frozen for a second, but yeah, like what was I saying? The camera freezing threw me off. I just got distracted. Right now, like the chapter of life I'm in, it's like I've never been in a more difficult chapter of life ever. Like, I'm 40 years old. My life has been awesome. My life still is awesome. And see, it's not but, it's and I am in a super, super hard chapter of life. Like, this is really hard. I've never, ever been so responsible for so many things. Like the amount of responsibility that I feel on my shoulders every day is like, it's intense. I'm the mom and the dad. Like, I'm both, and I'm an entrepreneur. So I'm like a business person too. So I'm three full-grown adults in one body. Like, that's how I feel. And I've just never had such an intense chapter in my life. And so this book talked about that concept of like how multiple realities can exist at the same time. And it's like, yeah, in my day-to-day life as a mom, it's like in the morning, I wake up and I have a couple hours to myself, and I'm drinking my coffee and I'm doing my thank you, walking around the house, and I'm writing in my gratitude journal, and I'm doing my Tony Robbins priming exercise, and I'm doing all the stuff, and I'm having a great time, And so it's like, I'm feeling like I feel great, I like whatever, I feel inspired, I feel ready to take on the day. And then I can have a really, really hard time when my daughter wakes up, and then because she's 5. So to then transition to, I'm totally enjoying like my peace and quiet and my brainstorming, to now, okay, abruptly stop, switch over to mom mode. Like the transition, you have to transition like this. So it's like, I was just journaling and had this like amazing idea, and now poof, stop. Got to like instantly jump into mom mode and be there. And I'm not complaining about that. I'm grateful I get to do that. Okay. And it's hard. Like, it is really hard. Okay. So then I transition into, okay, now I'm in mom mode, and I want to be and I want to be the mom I want to be. And I think that's why it's hard, because I care so much. Can anybody relate to that? Like, it's hard because I care. I want to be a present mom. I want to be there when she wakes up, and like, I'm crying now talking about this, but like, I want to like, yeah. I want her to feel special, oh God. Okay. First time crying on live stream. I cry in a lot of videos, but like, yeah, crying live. It's a roller coaster. Okay. So then there's an hour of time where I'm making the morning fun for her, connecting, being a present mom, being playful, playing music, making her breakfast, packing her lunch for school, trying to get her socks and shoes on and help her put her toothpaste on her toothbrush and get her to school on time. So then there's like a really like stressful part of the day. And I've been trying ways to make that like easier on myself and less stressful, which I've been making progress, but still it's a challenging part of the day. And then the same thing can be true. Like, then I have my, work for about 5 hours ish, take a walk, whatever, before I go pick her up from school. And then sometimes it's that really tough transition of, oh my gosh, my head was just so deep and focused on what I was doing, like work wise. And when I got to pick her up, I got to pick her up. because I want to be there on time. I don't want her to be the kid in the parking lot waiting, like I want to be there when she walks out of the door. And so sometimes I just have to stop what I'm doing. Like, you know what? And that's really frustrating. And I know this is I feel like I went on a totally different tangent from what we were originally talking about, but whatever. I guess that's what happens when you go live. Now I just totally lost what I was talking about. I totally forgot what I was just talking about. The transition. Oh, I'm talking about transitions. The transition from like having your mind in one setting, like having my entrepreneur hat on, and I'm like on my computer and I'm like doing super cool stuff, and I'm like, I'm totally into it, and I'm like, and I'm in the flow. Because like, you guys, what I get to do for my work is awesome. It feels like pure play to me. Like, it doesn't feel like work. It feels like fun, and I get paid for it, which is great. And so I go from that to then like, boom, stop. You got to go get in the car and go pick up my daughter. And then it's like, then I'm in mom mode again. So it's just that constant switch. I guess I was talking about this because I was just talking about that. I'm in a very difficult chapter of life right now. And it's just, yeah, I'm basically playing the role of like three grownups, and I'm one person, so that's the weight that I feel every single day. And that is one of the biggest challenges in my life right now, is like those transitions. And so just allowing myself to be like, okay, like it is what it is. And I just have to be okay with it. And I'm working every day to like try to make it as easy for myself as I can and give myself breaks. Like I talked about before, when I ended up watching Rob do his live stream last week, which was super fun. Rosalie says, amen. I'm going through a lot of anxiety over something out of my control. There's that quote I love, and it's like a death. So going through the stages, but focusing on my mental health. Yes. Which quote do you love, Rosalie? The two truths exist at the same time? I think that's the one she's referring to. But if not, type it in the chat if you're still here. So what I'm learning about, I saw like 3 people just joined. Hi, guys. Say hi. Rosalie's still here. Yes. Rosalie, did I have that right? Is that the quote that I thought you were talking about? The 2 truths can exist at the same time? Yeah, 2 truths. Okay, that's what I thought. Cool. I'm glad I knew that. Yeah, it's so helpful. It's so helpful. Here's the thing. Let me tie it back together. Thank you, Rosalie, for reminding me of that quote. That brings it back, why I think I went on that really long tangent, is that when I have that hard moment where I'm like, okay, I really just want to finish what I'm working on right now. Like I want to be able to finish my work. And instead of abruptly jumping into like mom mode, which is a totally different, like, focus and feel and all of that, which I love. I love both of them. Okay. I just tell myself like, okay, 2 truths can exist at the same time. I'm super annoyed that I have to stop right now because I want to continue what I'm doing. I want to be able to finish my work. And I'm also super excited that I get to go get my daughter right now and take her to a park and play the rest of the day. And I'm so grateful that I've actually created a business for myself that allows me to be able to do this, like that I can work around her schedule and work around, like, basically I've designed my life to be the mom I want to be first. And then I've scheduled like my business stuff around that to support the first thing of being the mom I want to be. And so I feel proud of myself that I've been able to do that. So high five. That's another habit I talk about. When I was telling you guys before, I have like probably over 100 different things I do, little like habits and activities, behaviors, whatever, for like manifesting and attracting and all that kind of stuff. The high five habit from Mel Robbins is one of those things. I high five myself in the mirror every morning before I get in the shower. So tell me in the chat below, do you do the high five habit? Because I do, and I love it. Over 50 YouTube journey joined. Hi, Brooke. Hi, guys in the chat. Video idea for you, Brooke. Compartmentalization. Does it work? Love it. Thank you for that idea. I will screenshot that and throw it on my dashboard, or my desktop. That's cool. Compartmentalization. Yeah. That word's kind of hard for me to say. Is that how you say it? Yeah, that's basically what it is. I picture myself kind of in these like different, almost like I heard Dean Graziosi say one time, it's kind of like garage doors. Like, let's say you have like 4 different garages going on. So like one is like mom life, one is business life, one is personal, self-care time, whatever. Each like focus is like a garage. And so you just open one door at a time. That was like a visual that I like. So maybe that could help somebody else. Because I'm like, okay, sometimes I think of that. I'm like, okay, close the garage door in my business and open up the garage door now to go be a mom, So yeah, those are cool things. Over 50 YouTube journey. I feel like I've seen your name. Rob, you're still here? I can't believe it. I'm honored. Over 50 YouTube journey. I feel like I've seen your name somewhere. What's your name? Like, what can I call you? And Rob says, if this is your first ever live stream, I'm very impressed. You're a natural at this. Being yourself, being human, losing your train of thought happens to me all the time. It's all good. Thank you. He says, just came back, needed some lunch. I know. I get that. Thanks for coming back. That was super nice. Over 50 says, yeah, hi, my name's Eddie. Okay. Hi, Eddie. Thanks for being here. You just started a YouTube channel. Awesome. Did you upload any videos yet? I'm curious. We'll go check out your channel. Everybody check out Over 50 YouTube journey. Eddie is his name. Go check out his channel. Yeah, Rob. So this is my first live on YouTube on my desktop computer. This is not my first time going live, though. I've gone live, probably hundreds of times on Facebook. So yeah, I'm very comfortable being live. But yeah, this was, it was kind of fun to try this out because, like I said, I'm experimenting with the software that YouTube provides to live stream just from YouTube. Like, I'm inside of YouTube Studio right now, just using their Go Live feature. So I wanted to check it out. And because it was a new thing, it wasn't me going live on my phone like I'm used to on Facebook, which is where I've done the majority of my lives, but pretty much all of them. Yeah, it was like a new thing. And I got that like nervous feeling. Kind of like, and then I was like, why am I nervous? I've done this I've done this so many times. Like, what am I nervous about? But it's really just like navigating the system because I haven't used it before. And so, yeah, like, let that be, Eddie, thank you for saying you guys are an inspiration. Thank you for saying that. I really appreciate that. Yeah, like, just have fun. Have fun, try new things, and just know, like you said, you just started. If you're nervous about anything, you're still going to get nervous when you try new things. And I think that's what's like, YouTube is so fun, you guys. And that's what's part of like the fun about it is like, it's like this giant playground where you get to like experiment with all these different things. Like there's so many skills that go into a YouTube channel. Like, people think, like, I know that before I started YouTube, I was like, oh, it's just about making videos. Yes. And it's also about 500 million other skills too. Like, it is like, there are so many skills that you have to learn to do YouTube, and you are not going to know all of them on day one. Like, I am 2 years into this. And by 2 years, I mean 2 years consistently. I have like 140 videos on my channel. Like, I'm consistent at YouTube. Okay. And there's always something new to learn. Like I shared earlier in this live stream, I shared how I just tried using ChatGPT to create a thumbnail for me. And that was a totally new experiment. It was also not only using ChatGPT, but also experimenting with a different kind of thumbnail. Like, I did a flat lay instead of the typical thing I've been doing lately in this era. Rob and I were talking about eras last week on his live stream. I've been in an era of like the style of thumbnail I've been making and I tried a different era or whatever. I tried a different technique with making a flat lay. So we'll see how that goes, check it out. But yeah, so Eddie, just like have fun and, just have fun, enjoy the process, because at the end of the day, like if you're not enjoying the process and not having fun with it, it's just totally not worth it. Because most people are not overnight millionaires on YouTube. Like I definitely am not. Yeah. So Rob says, YouTube Studio is all you need. It's only if you want to get fancier with screen sharing, multiple cameras, chats on screen, that you'll need to look at other software like Ecamm, StreamYard. Yeah, I definitely, thank you, Rob. Thank you for sharing that. This is Rob the Maritimer, by the way. I know I'm just calling him Rob because I feel like everybody knows him. So, but if you're catching this, I'm talking about Rob the Maritimer. Yeah, I'm going to practice. I'm going to practice with YouTube Studio going live and see if I like it. I'm going to test it out first. And then if I'm like, I like this, then I'm going to invest in probably like Ecamm or StreamYard or whatever. Probably Ecamm because that's the one that you use. And so I like how it looks. I like how it looks on your live streams, Rob. So maybe I'll do that. But yeah, I'll check it out. I'm totally into, I just like love trying out new software. Like I have like a whole, check this out, guys. This is when I went down the rabbit hole of watching Nikki Saunders for a few hours this weekend. Learned about like some new AI tools that I want to use. And so I even like went through ChatGPT. I had ChatGPT like make a whole list for me. So I have like how to do adding Spanish and French audio with 11 Labs. So 11 Labs is like, yeah, apparently it can translate your voice into different languages. And so I want to add that to my channel because that's cool. And because I want to learn how to use it. Like I like learning how to use new tools. I'm going to set up a bio site, do some like, it's hard for me to like hold this up and show you at the same time, but this is like my work plan for the week. In case you're curious what I'm working on. So I'm going to set up a bio site. I was thinking about live streaming that. So let me know if you want to see it. Maybe I'll live stream it while I do it. Maybe I won't. I don't know. I'm going to update my website. I'm going to update my call to actions on Facebook and YouTube. What else am I going to do? I'm going to do a website revamp. Yeah. Oh, so here's my other checklist. Website revamp. Put on hold for now. I had to identify like this is not a priority like this week, but coming soon. So I'm going to be simplifying my call to actions basically because I have like over the past couple of years I've created like so many opt-ins. Like I have, an ebook and I have different opt-ins. I have like a checklist, how to optimize your Facebook profile checklist. I have a how to sell it first thing, like basically how to sell your online course first before you even create it. I made a YouTube video about that, but I also have a lead magnet that goes with it. So it's, if you go look on my channel, it's plugged in the YouTube video, like, because I created a whole Google Doc where I give you step-by-step, and then I give you like links to like, see, here's the example. This is how you do it. And here's a template of what you can use and what you can say, and blah, 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 blah. So I have like that whole thing. I have an online course, which I've been selling. Well, first of all, I got paid to create it. Hence, that's why I taught how to do that, because I've done it myself. So I got paid to create an online course. Then I turned it into an evergreen course that I charged $497 for the past year. And I made sales of that. Like it's really fun when you wake up and it's like, you just sold your course last night, $497, boom, in your bank account. It's like when you make money in your sleep like that, that's fun. That's super fun to wake up to, that kind of news. But yeah, so I just recently decided actually to give up. I'm giving up the fun of those overnight sales because I decided to release the course for free. It's actually one of my most recent videos on my channel. So I put all of the videos together into one giant video on YouTube. So it's like over 3 hours long. And I organized it by timestamps. And the timestamps are like, each lesson inside of the course. Plus, you can also, if you want to take it like in an online course style, I have that for free on my website. I give you a coupon code, free, and you can just log in and take the course that way. Basically, I decided to do that because of this book. Okay, I'm back. So I'm reading this. Tell me in the chat if you've read this book. 10x is easier than 2x. Okay, so this book is so good, and I'm not even done with it. Like, look, I have like a little. I'm like halfway through. This book is so good, and I've read from it so far is like my income this year. I need to give that course away for free. That's basically the conclusion I came to. And so I started doing that now. That's how I'm really good at like making things happen. So, it looks like my connection got shaky for a minute, but we're back. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, when I picture myself in a year from now, like what does the 10x version of me look like? What is that girl doing? That girl is giving away her course for free. So then I reverse engineer it and I do those things now. So I'm making decisions now that the 10x version of me does in a year from now. And that's how I do things. That's something I've already been practicing for years. That this book didn't teach me that, but this book helped me identify the things that somebody new just joined. So this is the book I'm talking about. It helped me identify basically the decisions that I need to make to 10x myself. And so I've been focused on that. So anyway, so that's why I've decided to give away my $500 course for free because that's what the 10x version of me does. And so, yeah, that goes back to, I was showing my like work to-do list for the week. So that's why I'm going to revamp my website because I need to streamline all of the call to actions that I have. And then also, so I have a partnership too. And let me show you, maybe I can screen share right now. So let me show you what I'm going to do. And why I'm making a new bio site is because I want to have one place where I can share all this stuff and tell me if you want me to I could either make a video of showing how I do this, or I could just like live stream it as I do it, which would probably be easier. Let's see, share screen. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so we were looking at Luke's channel before. Here's my website. Okay, so my website is brooksears.com. It's got, this is what I'm talking about. I have like different, opt-ins and stuff. This is like the look and feel of my website, like, kind of like neutral color tone, stuff like that. And then, here's one of my opt-ins. Okay, optimize your Facebook profile for business. And then I have a partnership with my business partner, Danny. And our website is dannyandbrooke.com. So when you go to the site that I share with my partner, this is the vibe. So I'm at a point now where I'm like, how do I bridge the two brands to make it feel more cohesive? And so, yeah, and also, going back to what I was talking about with 10x is easier than 2x, like how do I make the two brands fit together? And so what I'm going to do is create a bio site, and I've already started doing that. But yeah, if you don't know what bio site is, in process, oh, it's not there. Where do I have it? I'll show you. So it looks like this, where you can like add different things. And I think this is cool because you can have like, you can put like YouTube videos here and like people can scroll sideways. So I've been experimenting with this so far. So far, I just like uploaded one video and I have my YouTube and Facebook icons there, but I'm gonna build this out. Not right now, but yeah. So I thought that could be fun to do. But basically, I just want to streamline the different opt-ins, like lead magnets I have, and funnel everybody to where I want them to go, which is like, right, long story short, if you don't know what my business is about, I do this by myself, and I also do this with my partner, Danny, in our signature program called the Lifestyle Entrepreneur. We help you start and grow an online business. So, and specifically tailored to people who want to do like coaching or consulting or like, you know, that service-based kind of thing where you are basically just monetizing yourself. That's what we help you do. And so it's all the same, but like the website's just, my personal brand looks different from an aesthetic standpoint, and I'm trying to marry the two. And so that's why I want to create a bio site. But what was my point with that? Essentially, like, so going back to 10X, how am I going to 10X myself this year? I'm going to focus on that one core offer of the Lifestyle Entrepreneur, because that's a $5,000 program, instead of focusing on, you know, trying to improve like my sales page for my $500 course and stuff. That's why I'm giving it away for free, because I'm like, just whatever. And I've already successfully done that. Like there's already been people to, instead of buying my course, come into the Lifestyle Entrepreneur. So I've already successfully done it. So I know that I can do it again. Yeah, so that's what's going on. And then I've kind of narrowed down, like, so strategic content going forward with YouTube. Like I had a chat with ChatGPT about it. And so, yeah, that's also like on my work plan for the week. It's going to kind of focus like on my pillars, which I have to go back and tweak this because what I printed out, I don't really like, but yeah, I've kind of narrowed it down. Like, you know, one of the things when you start a YouTube channel, so like Eddie, whose channel name is Over 50 YouTube Journey, when you're starting, and for a long time, because I still think about this, is like the whole niche thing. Like it's a common struggle for YouTubers, because you hear all the time, and this is true, you will grow your channel faster if you have like a clear niche. Like if somebody shows up to your channel and they understand what your channel is about, and you make content like that, like you stay in the same niche, you're going to grow faster. Like that's a truth. Also, a lot of creators, a lot of YouTubers don't want to do that, because then you feel, at least I feel it, then you feel like you're like trapped in a box, you know? So like when I go look at my channel, like the most successful videos on my channel are all about my, in the playlist, my YouTube journey, where I talk about my YouTube journey. Like I have, you know, the best video on my channel is how YouTube changed my life. And I have a whole playlist of like all these videos, and those are the ones that are best performing. Okay. Now here's the thing. I think it would be easier for me if I like show you, I need to show you this, because I actually thought about making a video about this, and I may as well just show you. Okay, Shane, stay with me, people. I'm getting my screen. Okay, so if I do that, you can kind of see me in the corner. Well, whatever, it doesn't matter. Okay, so what was I going to show you now? I totally lost my train of thought. Oh, I'm going to show you. I'm talking about successful videos versus, and by successful or like best performing, there's a total nuance here. So this is the whole point, okay? So let's look at my channel. All right, here's my channel. Testing out YouTube live streaming. That's what I'm doing right now. Okay, and you go to videos. Okay, and you go to popular, you'll see here, my number one, my most popular video so far is how YouTube changed my life. Okay. Has over 10,000 views and it's like an 80x on my channel, according to vidIQ. Okay. So, and then look, the other top performing ones. This one's about Facebook, how to create a Facebook reel. Okay. But then these other ones, like why starting YouTube is a brilliant idea. Why being a new YouTuber feels impossible. My honest rant. How I made almost, 5,500 on YouTube without being monetized. The reality of being a new YouTuber. 101 videos later, how to be consistent on YouTube. Okay. So like, these are the most popular videos on my channel, but I don't want to only talk about YouTube. Like I want to talk about other things. And so when you look at my channel page, I've organized it into playlists because as I've been creating videos over the past couple of years, I've narrowed it down to like the main buckets, the main themes or like content buckets that I like talking about. Okay. So I have online business and social media marketing for beginners. I have my YouTube journey. Again, this is the most popular playlist so far. And then I have rebuilding myself, healing, growth, and mindset. This is about like, how I left an abusive marriage. Like this is completely different than anything related to do with YouTube. This 77-year-old stranger changed our whole day. This is just like a heartwarming video. This has nothing to do with any of this other stuff, and then I have like different shorts and stuff like that. So what I want to show you here is that, yes, we were talking about growing on YouTube. Yes, you can be in a niche and you will grow faster. Okay. Grow meaning like views, subscribers, watch hours, getting monetized, all that kind of stuff. You will grow faster if you pick a lane and stay, really focus on that. However, it matters how you measure growing because although the most popular video on my channel, okay, again, this YouTube one, how YouTube changed my life, has over 10,000 views. A video like this one, I escaped an abusive marriage, here's how, that only has 470 views. This is the kind of content I make that has attracted clients to me where I make a full-time living from. Okay, so let me stop my share. So my point is, like if you're new to this, and I still consider myself new, even though I've been doing YouTube for 2 years. Like, I feel like you're new until you've been doing it for like 5 years at least, or 8. But yeah, like, know what you're optimizing for. Like what's your why? Why are you doing this? Like, do you want just like, what's your goal? Are you doing this for fun? Are you doing this to leave a legacy for your family, like a video diary? Are you doing this because you want to become a full-time content creator and you want to get platform pay, like, be monetized through the YouTube partner program and then make, have different income streams through like sponsors and brand deals and all that kind of stuff? Are you going to monetize through affiliate marketing? Do you want to sell your own stuff? Like, what's your why? What is your goal? And what's going to be fun for you? Because it's like, if I know that if I like just keep making videos about YouTube, I'll probably grow a lot faster and get monetized faster. However, I also want to still create strategic videos that are directly related to bringing leads into my actual business and my main core offer that I'm selling right now, the lifestyle entrepreneur with my partner, DannyandBrooke.com. Okay. That's the main focus because I'm at my capacity for my one-on-one clients. And so I'm at capacity, and yeah, like I'm currently not accepting any new ones right now. So, and I don't plan on it, because one-on-one is not scalable. Group coaching is. And the lifestyle entrepreneur that I have with my partner, like we're in the scaling stage. We've been running that successfully for a couple of years now, and yeah, we're scaling, and so we can scale and have more clients, but it doesn't require any more of our time. So that's where I'm focused. And yeah, so it's just kind of a thing. And also, I really like to create content talking about like how I left my abusive marriage, talking about being a single mom and juggling being an entrepreneur and being both the mom and the dad, because having sole custody is kind of rare. Like, you don't meet too many parents who are divorced that have sole custody. A lot of people have 50-50 custody. And I'm not like, this isn't to say what's better or worse, or what's harder or what's less hard. None of that. It's just a reality. Like, I just know from talking to people that it's very rare to have like sold 100% custody, like not receive child support from the ex, like all that kind of stuff. Like, I'm 100% on my own. I'm in a very unique situation. I don't know many people in real life. Like, I think I know three people who have that same sort of situation. And actually, of those three, I think some of them do receive child support. I don't. So I feel very alone in that, because there's nobody. I don't have like any friends in my real life or in my virtual life that I can talk to about it. Like, they don't get it, like, there's something. And Michelle was here earlier. I don't know if Michelle is still here, but Michelle said something like, Michelle retired at 46, and like part of her drive for being like so financially secure and all that, financially free, is because she had nobody to rely on. Like, she had to do everything for herself. And I really relate to that, because that's the boat I'm in. Like, I'm not, there's no trust fund for me. There's no like inheritance of any kind. Like, it's like I have to do everything myself. And so that's my drive. And yeah, so I really like talking about that, because creating on YouTube is, when you talk, at least I find this is true for myself. When I talk about the things that I'm struggling with, it's like, when I talk about it and I make a YouTube video about it, it's healing. Like, making videos on YouTube is healing me. So, and I know that if I'm like talking about these things that are helping me go through these hard times, that it will be helpful to other people. And I know that because they tell me in the comments. So, and it's like, those kind of videos on my channel, right now they're only getting they're only getting 100 views, 200 views, like that one, leaving my abusive marriage, almost 500 views right now. Like, the views are low, but those videos are really important to me. And I'm still going to make videos like that, because I'm looking at YouTube from a very like holistic approach. I have a lot of goals with it. They're kind of I have a lot of goals, and that could be a whole separate video, but like, yeah, it's just, I think I got in this whole entire tangent because Eddie was saying he's new to YouTube, and it's like, yeah, so just talking about being new, and like, keep it fun. Keep YouTube fun and enjoyable for yourself. Know what your goals are, and do your best to marry the two. Okay. Eddie says, I have realized that it's an amazing creative outlet for me. Although monetization was my initial goal, I think this will just be a bonus now. Totally. You're right on track. That's how I look at it. It's like, it's kind of funny, because people can probably like look at my channel and laugh, like, okay, I have like 1.34 thousand subscribers on YouTube right now. So my channel looks small, relatively speaking. Okay. I'm not monetized yet. I think I'm at about like 2,500 watch hours. So I still have like 1,500 watch hours to go, which feels like forever. And the thing is, and I've already made a video about this, I've already monetized my channel selling my own stuff, So it's like, and there's a lot of people doing this. I mean, I heard Sean Cannell from Think Media talking about this the other day. Like, you know, there's creators out there who are like totally under the radar. And I'm one of those. I'm like, that's me, because it's like on a vanity metric thing, you can see like, oh, she just posted a video and it got 29 views. Like, she sucks. But like, you don't know that I'm actually attracting $5,000 clients with those kind of videos. So just know what you know, why you want to do it. And it doesn't matter like subscriber count and view count and all that stuff. All of that stuff is really vanity metrics, unless you are going 100% for, you want to eventually like do this as a business where you make money on Google AdSense and brand deals. And that's like 100% your thing. Like, if you don't have your own stuff to sell, or if you don't know how to do affiliate marketing or aren't interested or any of that kind of thing. Like, so yeah, that's my thing. So, all right, I've been live streaming for almost 2 hours. I think I'm gonna get going, guys. I'm hungry and I really want to jump on my trampoline, because you guys, thank you for those of you who have been watching this and who joined me today. I really was expecting to live stream with no audience, because this was my first one. So I really appreciate that you guys were here and like had such an interactive chat. Like, thank you. This was so fun. Because yeah, I was planning to live stream for like 5 minutes and it ended up turning into 2 hours. So that was really, really fun. And it was fun because all of you were here with me. So yeah, thank you guys so much. I'm going to go jump on my trampoline now as my reward for testing out my YouTube studio streaming. And we will see you next time. If you want to watch my video coming out tomorrow, it is how to make your first YouTube video using just your phone, no editing, and without overthinking. And that was inspired by 2 of my subscribers, Rosalie Sovilla. I asked her, it's not Sovilla, it's Sovilla. And Cherie Burlington. And thank you to the 2 of you. I mentioned you guys in the thing. Rob, I also shouted you out in that video too, so you can check for your plug. But yeah, I think that's it. All right, you guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate you being here with me today. And tell me in the comments below, even if you didn't catch this live, tell me in the comments below, like whatever you want, like what videos do you want to see next? What are you interested in? Whatever, tell me. Okay. Peace out. Have a good one. Bye.